this guilt. Another form of psychological reversal was that, especially with guilt, I had one woman who said to me at a seminar, if I let go of my guilt, I'm going to feel guilty. You see, because I will feel guilty about not feeling guilty. You see? Okay, so we have to work on that, letting go of that guilt. You see? Okay, so one aspect is, even though I have this, I love and accept myself, and the other is I choose to be free, or I deserve to be free, or I'm becoming free, or it's in my benefit to be free. Okay? That is called the setup. So what is the setup? It's I focus on the issue, I experience my emotion or pain or whatever it is, I evaluate it from 0 to 10, and I correct for psychological reversal. Now, there's not always psychological reversal, but we don't know when it is or when it's not. We could test. We could do arm testing to see if it is. That'll take longer to test than to just correct it. Okay? Now, another way of correcting is by rubbing on what is called the sore spot, which if you go in this notch in the neck just above the sternum, and you go down about 3 inches, and then about 3 inches to the right or to the left, it doesn't matter, and just rub that point. We do the same thing. Rubbing, and there's some lymph nodes there. You shouldn't rub too hard, but just enough to massage the area. And you say, even though I have this, I love and accept myself. We say that 3 times. And then on the other side, 3 times, I want to be free from this. I choose to be free from this. I desire, I deserve to be free from this. It's in my benefit to be free from this. Whatever words are comfortable for you and suit the situation. Okay? So 3 times rubbing, 3 times the phrase on the one side, 3 times the phrase on the other side. It may not take 3 times, but now that you're beginning, just try it out, and gradually your intuition will guide you. Okay? No, I have heard that it's better with the right hand to do the left side if you're going to do only one. But I do both sides anyway. I do I love and accept myself on this side, and I choose to be free on the other side. Okay. Okay, so that is the setup. Okay, so that's 3 ways I've told you about correcting psychological reversal: the rescue remedy, the tapping on the side of the hand, or the rubbing on the sore spot. There is another way, which we'll see if we have time to show you today, which is for deeper and more persistent psychological reversal, but it's complicated, and we'll see if we have time. It's called collarbone breathing. It's in the book. You can read about it if I don't have time to show it. Okay. Now, the second stage of the employment of the technique is the tapping procedure. Now, I'm going to show you the classical tapping procedure, and then immediately I'm going to show you the shorter and more effective version that we're using today, which most EFT practitioners. But I want to show you the original one so that you understand. Okay? So, although there are 14 meridians, we're actually going to be tapping on 12 of them. And these points are the beginnings or the ends of the meridians. You can see that on the one sheet that I've given you there, which shows a picture of the acupuncture point. You can see the acupuncture meridians here. And I have made darker the places where we will be tapping, which, as you see, are at the beginning or at the ends of these energy lines. Okay? And you see that most of them are on the face. There's 2 on the chest area here, 1 under the arms, and then the rest of them are on the fingers. Okay? And I will be showing you those points now, and you will learn how to stimulate these points while you're focused on the energy field. Now, you could also stimulate them by rubbing. You should also stimulate them by touching them and focusing on them. You could also stimulate them mentally. There are some people that eventually prefer to mentally go through the points. But my suggestion would be that for a few months, do the tapping, get very connected to those fields. And then there are times when you may be lying down and you don't feel like tapping, or you may be sitting somewhere and you bashful to start tapping yourself all over the place. And you can do it mentally. Okay? Okay, so now which are the traditional 12 EFT points? First point here on the side of the eyebrow, where the eyebrow meets the nose, the bridge of the nose. It's not up here in the third eye. It's not down here under the eye. It's not over the eye. It's in the corner. Corner where the eyebrow meets the bridge of the nose. Okay, that's the first point. And the second point is on the temple, the side of the eyes here. And then under the eye, on the cheekbone here, is the stomach meridian. Very important one. For fear, for anxiety, for addiction. Then under the nose, the governing vessel. And then the conception vessel under the lips here on the chin. Okay, now those are the face points. Okay. The next point is under the arm here. It's the spleen. It's about horizontal with the nipple, but just a little lower. Okay. And then there's the collarbone point. Now this is the one that most people confuse. See, the collarbone is coming down here. It's uniting with the sternum, and it's right under the collarbone and to the right or the left. You can choose either side. And it's in that soft space, right there, just under the collarbone and just to the right or the left of the sternum. I can check you later to be if you're not sure. Okay? Now don't confuse that point with the psychological reversal point, which is down here. Okay? So this is where we were rubbing earlier, further down and further out, and this is where we were tapping. The one point is for reversal, and the other is for getting the energy going. Okay? Now, then we have the hand points. So it's if we have our hands towards ourselves, it's on the upper part. Okay, so it's where the skin meets the nail at the end of the thumb. And where the skin meets the nail on the index finger, and then on the middle finger, and then on the little finger, and then on the side of the hand. Okay? So that's stage 2. Let me just show you that one more time. Eyebrow, temple, cheek, under the nose, on the chin, under the arm, on the collarbone, on the thumb, the index finger, the middle finger, the little finger, and then the side of the hand. The place that we originally did for psychological reversal. That's one of the tapping points also. Okay? So those are 12 points. So the second stage of EFT is while we are focused on this particular emotion, about this particular stimulus, we are simultaneously tapping on these points and getting the energy moving, decrystallizing the structure of that emotional energy field. Now, in order to keep ourselves locked in to that emotion, we repeat what we call the reminder phrase. So the reminder phrase is just 2 or 3 words which remind us of what we're tapping about. And so we can repeat them verbally. Anger at my child. Anger at my child. Fear of water. Or fear of heights. Or this back pain. This back pain, you see. You would choose one, though. You wouldn't change like I'm changing. I'm giving you a possibility. So every point that I tap at, I repeat the name of the issue that I'm working on. I say